Oh man, Falcons fans, Falcons fans. This is it, dog. This is it. This is it. This is it, Falcons fans. This is it. This is the last we have seen of Dan Quinn. Today on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter, man, you saw me write this. I said that earlier on Twitter that today would be the defining moment for Dan Quinn's fate in Atlanta. Why? Because if the defense came out and played great, more than likely Dan Quinn would have been back at the Atlanta Falcons defense, a head coach defense. But sorry, I got the damn sorry ass defense on my mind today. But if Dan Quinn, the defense would have came out with a great performance, more than likely Dan Quinn would have been back as the Atlanta Falcons head coach. But he could not afford to lose to yet again, a team that is just not very good. This has been the common theme with Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons defense. You play well, and then you lay an egg against a pretty damn. Like, this guy has thrown 20 interceptions in the year, leads the league in interceptions, and somehow the Falcons defense make him look like a pro. Somehow this Atlanta Falcons defense makes a average quarterback looks like a Pro Bowl. This is what Dan Quinn has done. Sergio, shut the bloody hell up, all right? We don't have to worry about the Buccaneers. No, we didn't have to worry about the Buccaneers. They're 3-7. I'm not worried about it. They don't scare me. If you're afraid of the Buccaneers, you shouldn't be in the league. I mean, this is the crap that pisses me off with like with fans. You guys could take out one word that someone says and come to a conclusion that I said that the Falcons are just we're just gonna blow out the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers don't scare me. If you are an NFL team, if you are a fan of football, you're gonna tell me that you're afraid of the Buccaneers? Go to hell, Sergio. Go to hell. That's what you do. Take out one word out of somebody and come to a conclusion that that's what I meant. Like, bro, go to hell. That's what you do. Go to hell. You go to hell with Dan Quinn. Go to hell with the Atlanta Falcons defense, too. That's what you go. Like, come on, dog. The Buccaneers are not a very good team. They are 3-7. If you, as a fan, are afraid of the Buccaneers, you can go back and look at the keys to victory. I make this every week. Every week I kept 3 keys to victory. I say it over and over again. This is the NFL. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Any given Sunday. They made a movie off the phrase. Anything can happen at any given Sunday. But no. Am I afraid of the Bucks? Hell no. Why would I be afraid of the Buccaneers? These dudes haven't done anything. And you want to come in here troll, bro? You the worst. I'm the worst one that you want to troll on this. It's like you come in here like you some undisputed heavyweight champ, bro. You ain't Deontay Wilder, dog. You ain't Wilder, dog. You ain't him. I'm the heavyweight champ. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm Mike Tyson, bro. You don't want this. You don't want these problems. Coming here defending the Bucks, bro. Come on. You trying to clown me? Come on, dog. Don't play me like that. And like I said, if anybody in the NFL as a fan or who looks at film, who breaks down film, who's played the game, if you look at this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team and you tell me that you are afraid of this team, you are a damn fool. You are a homer. No one in the league is afraid of Tampa. No one in the league is afraid of Tampa. The only bright spot on this team is Shaquille Barrett. Shaquille Barrett is a man possessed. That dude is a beast. Which, in fact, I highlighted in my keys to victory. Yeah, Matt Mike highlighted that also. You want to talk about that? Want to pick out that? Come on, dog. Let's be real. Don't pick out one sentence. Don't pick out this and that to fit your narrative. No, that's not what I do, dog. We're gonna go back. We're gonna listen to everything that I said. This is the NFL. We're 3-7, 3-8 now. But no, dog, we don't do that around here. But let's get back to the subject at hand, man. This is one of the reasons why the Atlanta Falcons are sitting 3-7. And what I've learned today, and what a lot of Falcons fans should have learned today, it's not a lack of talent when it comes to this team. Let's just be honest, man. It's not a lack of talent when this team is concerned. It's consistency, accountability. Not only did the Falcons completely underestimate, like every time this happens, underestimate team, we get blown out. Not only did we get blown out, it was just embarrassing. You beat the Saints in convincing fashion. You beat the Panthers in convincing fashion. And then you let Jameis Winston, this dude has thrown 20 interceptions on a year, and he comes in and look like Peyton Manning reincarnated without the interceptions. This dude was throwing out. You made, what's the guy name, the receiver? I forget his name. Godwin. Godwin. Chris Godwin out here looking like dang Julio Jones. Chris Godwin is looking like Julio Jones. I don't know how many yards this guy had, but this guy looked like he was just, look, Falcons secondary couldn't do anything. Let me rephrase that. The Falcons secondary didn't do anything. They didn't double him. They didn't pay attention. They just let Chris Godwin just run all over the field like he is a Julio Jones. Like he's some great wide receiver. Like this is the type of stuff that happens. The same exact thing that happened earlier with Allen Robinson when we played against the Colts. Same exact thing. You let these no-name players look like absolute studs. And you can't do it. This is not a lack of talent. This is why I said earlier that, like, let's hold off on calling Raheem Morris this brilliant defensive coach and all this. Look, he did a great job. The Falcons did a great job. But it's not all about scheme. It's not all about scheme. It's consistency. No accountability. Grady Jarrett looked absolutely terrible today. Let's just call a spade a spade. I didn't hear Grady Jarrett name all freaking day. It was blowing him off the ball. He wasn't getting consistent pressure. Falcons defense just looked terrible. No Vic Beasley. No Tack McKinley. A.J. Claiborne had a couple plays here and there, but look, this is what I'm talking about. You got a guy that's getting paid $65 million a year, 4 years, about 18 million dollars, and you can't play. You can't show up against one of the worst offensive lines in the league, Grady Jarrett. You can't show up for them. Come on, bro. And then we go right back into this is coaches and their ego loses games. The Falcons went right back to what we've been saying all along that they have to stop doing. Way too much zone defense. Picked on Sheffield, picked on Campbell, picked on KZ. Zone. Falcons don't need to be in too much zone. You have two good performances and you go right back to that same shit that got you to 3-7 in the first place. What's that? Coaching. That's all coaching. We saw what this Falcons team looks like when they play well. So it's not a lack of talent. It's game planning and it's accountability. Holding these guys accountable for bad play. Maximizing these guys' talent. Why are we in zone again? Why are we playing so much zone? Why are we not taking away certain players? If Chris Godwin is the guy that is making plays, take Chris Godwin away. He was hot all game. And they did nothing. They did nothing to combat that issue. Nothing whatsoever. They did nothing. The same guy that we were just talking about. The same exact guy that we're talking about that is so brilliant. And I even saw a lot of Falcons fans, a lot of content creators writing articles saying that Raheem Morris is the brilliant guy. He's the guy that's really behind this Falcons revamped defense. And guess what? Defense looked terrible. Same guy calling the plays. The same guy calling plays. The same two guys calling plays. Got to hold these teams accountable, dog. Just terrible. Terrible all. Just terrible. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing as a fan. I'm just going to speak solely from a fan standpoint. It's embarrassing from a fan standpoint when you you have one of the most dominant back-to-back defensive efforts against a pretty good team. The Saints are a damn good team. They scored 31 points today against the Carolina Panthers. So this is a good offense. Score 30 points against the Panthers. And then you turn around, stop the Carolina Panthers. Neither one of those guys get a touchdown. And then the following week, Tampa Bay puts up 20 on you. 28 points. How can you be proud of that? It's embarrassing from a fan standpoint that you try to have your guys back. You try to have the coach back. You try to be positive. and then they give you an effort like this. How can you from Dan Quinn, how can I look at Dan Quinn and say I believe in you as a fan? I can't. How can players look at Dan Quinn and say we just beat the Philadelphia Eagles, who are a pretty good team? You beat the Saints in convincing fashion. Carolina, pretty good team also. And then you lose to the damn Bucks. And you lose to the freaking Bucks, dog. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the Falcons from a fan standpoint to lose like this. And there's nothing Dan Quinn could say. There's nothing anyone could say at this point to say, guess what, man? Yeah, we need to keep Dan Quinn. Consistencies, inconsistency has been the theme for the Atlanta Falcons since 2016. This team has had issues. They can't be AFC teams. Like, how are we going to, like, let's be real, people. The boy Real Patman, like I said, you guys can check out his stats on Twitter, man. He brought up another great point. And this is something that we was talking about earlier. How can you have desires to win a NFL championship and you can't beat AFC teams? Like, we can't beat the bottom feeders of the AFC, and yet we want to win the Super Bowl? Bro, we can't beat AFC bottom feeders. How are we going to beat the Patriots? How the hell are we going to beat the Steelers? Like, how are we going to beat some of the best teams in the AFC? How are we going to win championships if we can't beat AFC bottom feeders? Let's be real, dog. And I'm saying it like Falcons are trash. The Falcons aren't trash, dog. I think we underestimate the value of coaching. Coaching matters. Coaching matters. If you don't have the coach to get the best out of these players, don't matter. Today was just absolutely embarrassing, man. And not only that, like, not even the defensive side of the ball. What I seen from Dirt freaking Cutter today, dog, I really wanted to throw something at my freaking TV. This dude out here running outside zone running schemes with Quadri Olison and Brown. Like, bruh, he's throwing the ball every single chance. Like, he doesn't want to commit to the run. We've been lied to by him. We've been lied to about Dan Quinn that the offense wouldn't change, that they're going to commit to the run, and we're still going to have that West Coast feel to. Nope, we're nothing like a West Coast offense. We're a dirt cutter offense back in 2012. Nope, dude, dirt cutter does not want to run the ball. And I'm just going to say this about Quadri Olison. That dude is the real deal. Quadri Olison is the real deal, dog. Quadri Olison is the real dude. That dude is a player. Quadri Olison is the real deal. And you have this dumbass offense coordinator that don't want to get, like, he doesn't want Quadri Olison to play. Go look at the press conference. Every time he has to talk about Quadri Olison, he rolls his eyes. Check it out. Check it out yourself. The Falcons coaching staff and the Falcons front office have two different philosophies. These guys are not on the same page. This is one of the reasons why the Falcons continuously struggle, because the coaching staff has one idea and the offense and the front office has a completely different idea. It's not talent. It's leadership. So maybe Thomas Dimitroff needs to be fired. Maybe Dan Quinn needs to be fired. Maybe one of those guys needs to be fired. Hell, maybe even both needs to be fired. But someone has to go. This is not a lack of talent. Because we've seen what this team, in the last couple of weeks, we've seen what this team looks like when they are on. When everyone is on the same page, this team is this team is good. I've had so many videos talking about Desmond Trufant. I told you guys he's a top 5 corner. I said this over and over again, that Desmond Trufant is a top 5 corner. I told you guys this. Been saying this for a long time. All you have to do, just do a search on the channel. You can just do a Desmond Trufant search. I've said this about Trufant. He's the top 5 corner. Look, this guy, Trufant looks like a different player. Looks like the same confident Trufant the first 3 years of his career before he got injured. Look, this guy's out here picking, getting interceptions, looking dominant as he's always been. But when you don't have anyone on the front, like no one on outside, look, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I love Tack, I love Vic, I love Grady Jarrett. And Grady Jarrett has been the most consistent Falcon player on the defensive side of the ball, outside of Desmond Trufant. And yes, Trufant has been consistent. Deion Jones has been inconsistent. Devondre Campbell, Vic Beasley, Tack, all these guys have been inconsistent. But bruh, you gotta do something about it, man. Sad, 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 embarrassing performance today. I had a feeling that the Falcons, this would be one of those games where this would be the defining game for Dan Quinn. Whether it was good and bad, every time we play sorry teams, we play down to them. It never fails. Not one freaking. This team has been giving up the most sacks. He's gotten rushed. He's gotten hurt. He's thrown 20 interceptions. What more do you need? No one got pressure, including Grady Jarrett. And I love Grady, but he sucked today. This is what I mean about being real. This is not about being negative. I'm not going to continuously bash players, but I'm gonna call a spade when it comes down to when it comes down to the game, how a player played. If Julio played like trash, Julio played like trash. Grady played like trash, Grady played like trash. But this offense looked absolutely atrocious today. The defensive line did not get any pressure. Man, the defense, like the offensive line, the guard and center for Tampa Bay, they whooped Grady Jarrett and Tyler Davidson ass all game long. They whooped their ass all game long. Getting pushed off the ball. Like, just go look at the film for yourself. Grady Jarrett's getting pushed all off the ball. Blake, Julio's injured. Julio's always injured. Let's just call space space. Julio's always injured. Like this offensive defensive line did nothing all day long. And Logan said he tried to warn everyone, two impressive games don't define on how good a coach is. Absolutely. He's absolutely right about that. Two wins don't define how good a coach is. It's taking care of, is winning the games that you should win. They had no business losing this game. Kudos to Devondre Campbell. Kudos to Devondre Campbell. Desmond Trufant. Devondre Campbell got another pick. He played pretty well. He played okay today. Trufant is just like, man, I told y'all about Trufant. I've been saying this for a while about Desmond Trufant, man. That dude is the real deal. When he's allowed to be Trufant, this guy's a top 5 corner. When Trufant is allowed to be Trufant, this guy's a top 5 corner. Look at the last couple of games. He's made incredible plays on the ball, reading the quarterback eyes. Like, all Desmond Trufant, he's been outside of last year with KZ. A lot of Falcons fans don't realize this, but Trufant has led the Falcons in interceptions. Outside of last year with KZ, Trufant has been that guy for us to get turnovers in the secondary. On the comment, like, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the biggest problem that I have with Dan Quinn, and why I can no longer take up for him. I can't take up for Dan Quinn anymore. We played down to teams we have no business play. Like, we have no business losing to the Bucks like we lost today. We had no business losing to the Bucks the way we look. Today was just embarrassing. This was a bad loss. Terrible loss. Look, man, why do people still hate on Matt Ryan when we lose the game? Look, they gotta blame somebody. Matt Ryan is the punching bag. All right, Matt Ryan is the punching bag. Not saying that Matt Ryan played great, but like Matt Ryan is always the punching bag. Every time we expect Matt Ryan to be able to win all the games for us. He and Julio have to do every freaking thing. So when we don't score 30 points, it's Matt Ryan's fault, because teams look at our roster and say, "Oh, guess what? We have Julio. We have this. There's no reason why we should be not scoring 30 points a game." Well, look, there's players. There are players in the NFL. They're just not going to sit back and let Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Like, you really think these guys play for a check also? Yeah, This other team, these other teams in the NFL, they're just not gonna give it to us. But yes, man, I just truly at this point, man, I offensively and at this point, man, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I would have much rather just kept Steve Sarkisian than Dirk Cutter because we have so many guys on. You have so many guys on the offensive side of the ball, so much talent for this guy to just be sit back. All he wants, man, Mike for head coach. Hell no, hell no, hell no, no, no. Well, we have so I would have much rather have Steve Sarkisian because at least Steve Sarkisian stuck to the running game. Dirk Cutter wants no part of a running game, and we were lied to by Steve Sarkisian. We were lied to by the organization that they will be a balanced team. We were lied. We were fooled. We were bamboozled. Okay? We were bamboozled, dog. That said we were going to be a running team. Hell, they have 5 freaking running backs on the team. Dirk Cutter said, "To hell with that. Yeah, I got 5 running backs, but I'm not running a damn thing. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to throw the ball 40 times a game." At least Steve Sarkisian had balance. No, not with Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter wants no part of running the ball. And we have a gold mine in Quadri Olson. I'm going to tell you that like this. Lieutenant Dan said this, man, in our Discord. If you guys want to check it out, man, you go to Unintentional Ground, hit the Discord, join the Discord. You can talk with me, Real Patman, Lieutenant Dan, and just talk some football, man. But we said this earlier. Quadri Olson is the real deal. His physical approach to the game, like this dude reminds me of a James Conner. James Conner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. When he is healthy, James Conner is a load, bro. That dude is the real deal. It's like we don't want to use these guys. We're not using Brian Hill. We're not using Quadri Olson. Like this dude loves short midgets. It's just like for whatever reason. He does not want to use running backs like Quadri Olson. He don't want to use. Look. I take that back. It's not even about the size. Like Dirk Cutter just wants no part of running the damn ball. We're talking about the third quarter, and he's running outside zone scheme. Not really. He's spreading the defense out. Not really running the ball at all. Matt Ryan just stepping back. Matt Ryan is just stepping back, throwing the ball every play. They know exactly what it was almost like. Let me just like, for me, man, it was almost like Tampa Bay knew exactly what Dirk Cutter was going to do. Yep, he was their former head coach. They knew exactly what the Falcons were going to do. Dirk Cutter up here looking for revenge because he got fired, and he just completely went away from the game plan. I don't know what the hell the game plan. Let me say this: the game plan for Dirk Cutter was just sit back and let's throw the ball deep, long developing plays, exactly what we've been accustomed to under him all this time. Liquor with Lenore, emerged players, Dexter, Vlad, King Kale, Lamont, Waldron, all you guys. What's good, man? Everybody in the channel, thank you for supporting, man. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, people. Support your boy. 4,000 goal, man. Sitting at 3,000 right now. Appreciate everybody for joining. But good God, man. What a just dirt cutter, dirt cutter, dirt freaking cutter. All threes were terrible. No, I thought the special teams were pretty good. Special team, cool. Matt Wow, the punter. I thought those guys did well. Special teams did well. Offensive line was just bad today because again, Dirk Cutter put them in positions where they didn't have a balanced offense, and when you have an unbalanced offense going against a guy like our former, like this guy was considered to be a head coach for the Atlanta Falcons and a defensive coordinator. Yep, Tampa's defensive coordinator was considered to be a Falcons coach. This dude just sits back. He just sits back and throws the ball against a guy that loves to blitz, loves to put pressure on the quarterback. Just a terrible, terrible, all right? That's a terrible, terrible game plan. We're just going to come out and spread the defense out. We're going to come out in four wides and just pass against a guy that loves to blitz. That don't make no damn sense, dog. We're just going. We're really worried about Matt Ryan health with game plans like this. Tampa Bay loves to blitz. They love to put pressure. They love to use stunts. That's what they love to do. And what we do? We come out. We come out Bulls. I don't know why I was thinking Todd Biles. I don't know why the hell I was thinking Todd Biles, but Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles. This guy's one of the most aggressive and most brilliant defensive minds in the game, and Dirk Cutter dumb ass came out spreading the field against a guy like that. Like, what the hell are you thinking? Are you on drugs or something, dog? Like, what are you thinking, Dirk Cutter? You're trying to get Matt Ryan killed with this game plan. Like, are you really smoking something? Are you on that? Like, seriously, what are you on, dog? This game plan made zero sense from the very beginning. From the very first drive. This is what I knew this was going to be a long day when the Atlanta Falcons big play to Jaden Graham. Some of you guys know where I'm going with this. Big J played to Jaden Graham. Falcons getting in scoring position. And instead of running the ball, they passed the ball three times in the damn row. They passed the ball three times in a row. And get 3 points. Bad play calling. Terrible play calling. How do you have Brian Hill, Quadri Olson on the goal line and you don't use it? This is what I'm talking about. Dirk Cutter wants to do one thing. Dan Quinn wants to do another. The front office wants to do another. No one is on the same page. You go get all these offensive line and you come out passing the ball majority of the time. Like, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. And then we got to hear Dirk Cutter lie every press conference saying that he's learning Kyle Shanahan's playbook. Shut the bloody hell up with that. You lying sack of crap. Just lying. You don't like Quadri Olison because you don't want to run the ball. You love little shifty running backs. This is going to sit back and catch the ball. Catches the screens that don't work. Just a terrible, terrible game plan, offensive game plan from the very beginning. I just want Dirk Cutter to just go away. I don't want anything. I don't want to be reminded of anything Dirk Cutter. I don't want to be reminded of anything Mike Smith. Just go away, okay? Go away and never come back. Every time I see Dirk Cutter face, I always think about Mike Smith. Just go away. I don't want to see you. Go away and never come back. The same exact offense. Legit to Atlanta. Yeah. The NFL has changed. The game has changed. You cannot use the same boring schemes 3 games in a row. You have to learn to adjust. Teams are smarter. Coaches are smarter. It takes them 2, maybe 3 games to figure out what you're doing and to adjust. So as coaches, you have to learn how to counter it, not stay in the same exact scheme. You have to learn how to counter everything that teams are doing to you. The offense did not complement the defense when they got 2 turnovers. That's it, man. Bad play calling. Dirk Cutter tried to go for the home run instead of just like this offense and Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. Those guys are no longer those types of players. Not to say that they're slowing down or anything like that, but there's no this offense is no longer like that. Big play offense. This is a West Coast offense. It should be a West Coast offense. Spreading the ball around, getting the ball the short underneath, using the yak yards after the catch. This is exactly what happened in the game against. What was the game? When Matt Schaub was the quarterback, we allowed the players to just do what they do best and run after the catch, be athletes. Instead, we're doing what we're doing now. What Dirk Cutter is doing now. He spreads and wants to throw deep every play. Like, dude, this is not damn Madden, okay? This is not freaking Madden. You're just not going to throw the ball. You're not just going to throw on deep. We have to mix things up. Teams are going to figure out what you're doing. You have to be willing to adjust and not go back to when all else fails. We're just going to go back to cover 3. We're just going to go back to the zone. We're just going to go back to throwing the ball to Julio Jones every damn play. That's what I saw today against Bucks. Everything else failed, so we just threw the ball to Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones every single damn play. Every single play, that's what we saw. Let's throw the ball to Julio every play. Let's throw the ball Calvin Ridley every single play. And they knew exactly what they was going to do. King Kill, you gotta hand it to the Bucks. They remember all Dirk could have plays. You absolutely right about that. King Kill, dude, you absolutely right about that. They knew exactly what he was gonna do. They knew exactly what Dirk Cutter was gonna call. They knew his tendencies. They knew everything. They was biting on every single thing underneath. They had at least two or three opportunities to get pick sixes during that game because they know Dirk Cutter's tendencies. When you know when a play caller is going to call something, it makes your defense play much faster. They know Dirk Cutter. He was their head coach. So they know Dirk Cutter's tendencies. Absolutely right about that. I just dropped it and walked away. PS4 control it. Man, look, I knew it was headed this way before the game started. And like I said, you guys can go check me out at Twitter, man. I said on Twitter that this game was going to be a defining game for Dan Quinn because this team, if you lay an egg against the Buccaneers, that's pretty much is going to signify the end of Dan Quinn. And good gracious, it damn sure did. The hell happened to the Falcons? Brandon S. Man, like inconsistencies. That consistency, like those, that's been the issue. It's like I said before. I don't think the Falcons have a lack of talent. I think it's a lack of coaching. Got to be consistent, dog. This team is just not consistent. Can't be AFC teams because they just lack coaching. Dan Quinn doesn't know what he's doing. Like, half the time, it takes him too long to make adjustments. Dirk Cutter, all he wants to do is pass the ball every play. It's just bad, bro. Lamont Waldron, Chase Young. Look, man, I don't want to get into Chase Young. Let's stop with Chase Young. We're not getting Chase Young. We're never going to get Chase Young. Let's just forget about it. We're not getting Chase Young, Falcons fans. We're bad, but we're not that bad. We've already won 3 games. We're not going to get Chase Young. And Logan said, "Yeah, the Bucks aren't a good team, but they're no cakewalk." Um, yeah, man, they're not a bad team, but at the same time, it's like the Falcons. We shouldn't have problems that we had with the Bucks today. This offense is better than that. This defense is better than that. And we just got dominated on both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, they got dominated on both sides of the ball. That's more embarrassing than anything. They're not a cakewalk, absolutely not. But we're better than the Bucks. That's just facts. We're better than the Bucks. But when you have good coaching, with the Bucks have, this is what happens. Todd Bowles, that dude is a great coach, great defensive coach. Bruce Arians, a damn good coach. But we shouldn't be losing to the Bucks like this. Like, we were embarrassed. This wasn't a close game. We were embarrassed. They missed 3 extra points. They turned the ball over 3, 4 times. And we still couldn't put up points against the Bucks. It's embarrassing. These long developing passing plays, offensive line, look, it's not the offensive line that they are terrible and whatnot. They're not really terrible. It all works together, all ties together. When you see the Falcons go to a shorter passing game, the West Coast style passing game where they're just getting the ball out of his hands and not these long developing plays, it makes the offensive line look much worse because these guys aren't super athletic. These are big physical offensive linemen. They want to run the ball. They want to maul you. They don't want to sit back and they don't want to sit back and just be in pass protection. No, they want to punch you. They want to punch you in the mouth. Caleb McGarry wants to punch you. Brown, these guys want to be physical. So when you have him these long developing plays, it makes the offensive line much what's worse. That's all coaching. No, we need hold on. It's all good, Sergio, man. Get caught up in the game. Sergio, it's all good, dog. Just get caught up in the moment. It's all gravy. Done. Look, dog. I know you can't believe that we lost to the Bucks, but this is what the Falcons have done all year. Been so inconsistent. It is embarrassing to be a fan of this team. It's embarrassing to be a fan of this team because you never know what you're going to get. All right. The hell, life is like a box of chocolate. Hell, the Falcons are like a damn box of chocolate. We don't know what the hell we're going to get from these damn team. They're going to nut the fuck up. They're going to stick on you like fucking caramel. Or this is going to be nasty like them nasty ass cherries. Chocolate covered cherries. Like, we don't know what the fuck we're going to get out of this defense. I don't know how the hell I just said that, but it just came. The Falcons are like a fucking box of chocolate. Like, that's what the fuck they are. This team is trash right now. They put like the consistencies with this team is absolute trash, man. We can't do anything. There's no consistency with this team. All right. And the Buccaneers haven't made the playoffs since 2010. That's bad. And we're losing. Yeah, that's pretty bad, dog. Hey, what do you think? Terrible loss. We lack. What do you think, Mike? Terrible loss, but I don't know, man. We lack in a lot of areas. Um, I wouldn't necessarily it's a lack, man. I don't think it's a lack of talent with the Falcons. It's just these guys just are so inconsistent. So inconsistent. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, dog. Like one game, like two games in a row, we beat a great team. Like this is a great team. The Saints are a great team. Let's not be homers and whatnot. But the Saints are a great team. We make them look bad, and then we lose and we look horrible against the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers aren't a good team. They're not a good team. But jeez, man, consistency. That's coaching. Falcons just lack leadership. They lack coaching. Coaching matters in the NFL. Doesn't matter how many talented guys, how many guys that run a 4-4, how many guys that look like Jadeveon Clowney, how many guys that look like Chase Young. It doesn't matter. if you don't if have the proper coaches to maximize their talent, bro, like that don't matter. It's all about coaching, man. Do you think Cam Jordan should be suspended for punching Kyle Allen? What the hell? Damn, I didn't know that. Damn, Cam Jordan. Yeah, he probably still mad because of what happened. He probably still mad at Jacob, but the Caleb McGarry screwed him last year. He didn't get anything done, so that's probably why he mad. Cam Jordan is a sucker, man. I can't stand that dude. Cam is a sucker, man. It's all good when he's winning. It's all good when he's playing well. But soon as somebody hold him down, he wanna cry and act like a damn girl. The hell with Jordan. I think everybody had hopes for the Falcons before the game started, but man, like I said, you just got to be real, man. It's all about consistency, man, and coaching. When your team is this inconsistent with the talent that they had, this is all coaching. You gotta have your guys ready. You gotta get your guys ready, man. Falcons they're not consistent, bro. Wow, this dude Byron said Jameis Winston is the Falcons in person. Wow. Yo, this dude really just said Jameis Winston is the Falcons in person. Wow. Jesus Christ. Even that's a put. Even that. You right. You're right about that though, man. Jameis Winston. This dude can throw. Like this dude had what up nearly 3 picks in the first half of the game, and then had at least 330 yards passing, something like that. Whew. How you have 20 interceptions on the year, and then you still beat a team 28-13? Jesus Christ, man. If I will be honest, I still wouldn't sign Jameis Winston to a contract. That dude, like 20 interceptions, I can't forget that, dog. Nicholas McCray, why didn't they just play the same style they played with the last 2 games? You got to be the coaches, man. Yeah, this defense, uh, this defense just absolute. It was just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Got to be honest. It's embarrassing to see this team play one way 2 games in a row. They were incredibly aggressive 2 games in a row, and then you play the Bucks and you just completely abandon that style. Like we completely abandoning that entire style. We just played way too much zone today. They looked like they didn't want to be on the attack. They weren't on the attack. They played soft. Just no consistency, and that goes back to coaching. When a team struggles this much to stay consistent, this is all coaching, man. And like I said, I like Dan Quinn as a person, but I cannot justify him being the Atlanta Falcons coach anymore. He has to go, dog. Like let's just be honest. He has to go. And I'm seeing Tech, whatever the hell his name is, he's saying Matt Ryan is horrible. Okay. And then Sean Gomes, Matt Ryan, Ben Trash. Okay, whatever you guys say. Falcons extraordinaire. What's good, man? Yeah, it was like it was. Look, man. Falcons. This has been the Falcons for the past what 3 years. 2006, 17, 18, 19. The same exact things, man. These guys look good for 2 games and then they lose to the damn Bucks. And they lose in horrendous fashion. I'm talking about horrendous fashion. Bad. They look terrible today. Adjustments, dog. You got to get better with these adjustments. Tammy, I don't know. Matt Ryan did play the rest of the game. If I don't know if I missed something, but Matt Ryan did play. Southside 12. I think our offense got nothing going today, and that punt, they put our defense in bad spots. Yeah, they did, man. Anytime you get turnovers, and turnover was actually a key. Um, Turnovers was a key to victory. One of my 3 keys to victory today. Actually, my first one. And I said the Falcons had to get turnovers, and they had to capitalize off the turnovers, and the Falcons did not capitalize off the. They got to make them pay. They had to make Jameis Winston pay. They made him pay, but they didn't score once they got those turnovers. So that's something the Falcons always do. You can't get 3 points when you get picks, interceptions, and turnovers, man. You got to pick from Devondre. You got to pick from True Front. Like these guys are getting these. They making plays. The defense is making plays, but like the offense gotta build a team. You gotta help the guys out. If the Falcons offense score off those turnovers, we're easily 21-7, 21-3, and it takes away their aggressiveness on offense. And now we can just focus on getting after the quarterback. Nope. Falcons offense did not score off those turnovers. But that looked like it was just bad today, man. Cody Paul, I bet no one wants to take credit for defensive calls today. You damn right. I know a lot of Falcons fans are not saying. I know a lot of Falcons fans are not are saying that they are not saying that Raheem Morris needs to be the defensive coordinator now or the head coach. Jarvis, man, I appreciate it, dog. Thank you for the $5 donation super chat. But yeah, like you said, Logan, I really don't see how Jameis Winston is still Tampa. Like, how can you throw 300 yards in a game and then you're throwing 20 like we're talking about 20 interceptions in a year. This dude can easily, the way he's going, he can throw 30 interceptions in a season. I don't think any quarterback has ever thrown 30 interceptions in the. If anybody can look up that for me, has a quarterback ever thrown for 30 interceptions a year? I don't think anyone has ever done that. But Jameis Winston looked like he can do it. This dude looked like he can throw 30 interceptions in a year. This dude throwing 3, 4 interceptions in a game, dog. Every game. And here goes Kenneth just like, bro, like, let's stop. Like, this is what I hate when fans do shit like this. Like, Like, do shit like this. We all you want to do is just shit on people that's performing. Like, who the hell shits on people that performs? True Front has been performing. That's what we want our players to do. That's what I want our players to do. Do we not want our corners to get interceptions? Do we not want our coach? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, get off. Look, him. Oh, here we go. People inboxing me, dog, doing live. Like, this is. I just never get a break. Your boy, Mad Mike, is always doing something. Like, your boy, Mad Mike, just. Look, that's one of the guys from the Atlanta Falcons Nation. All right. The Atlanta Falcons Nation. I guess he's mad because somebody kicked him out again. Like, look, I just 15,000 people. I can't do everything, though. The Atlanta Falcons Nation, okay? The Atlanta Falcons Nation, all right? 15,000 strong group on Facebook. So if you guys want to come and chat with me, hit me up at the Atlanta Falcons Nation on Facebook, dog. I'm always there. You can check me out. But yeah, that's a couple of guys that I have from the Atlanta Falcons Nation. But thank you, Jarvis, man. Again, man, I appreciate the super chat, dog. Everybody, man, I appreciate everybody for continuously, supporting the channel. Like I said before, man, everything that I make, the super chats that I get from you guys, it goes into this channel, making this channel one of the biggest Atlanta Falcons places, where we can come and talk Atlanta Falcons sports, positive Atlanta Falcons football. There's a lot of channels around. Myself, Lieutenant Dan, Logan, check out everyone. Like I said, I have everyone's channel, Jazzy Jeff, all you guys can check out the link in the description to their channel, support them. This is all about creating a positive place for Atlanta Falcons fans because, like I said before, there's a lot of groups. There's a lot of groups out here that all they want to do is talk and bash coaches. All they want to do is, you look at ESPN. Like all they want to do is talk bad about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is continuously passing everybody on the passing list. This guy is continuously, he's without a doubt the best quarterback in this franchise history, and he still gets dismissed and disrespected. So guess what? Your boy man Mike is going to give him the credit. Your boy Logan, he's going to give him credit. CC Ryder, Feli Sports Podcast, Lieutenant Dan, like bruh, like come on, this is what we're supposed to do. This is why I created. So everything they're doing, man, I go and promoting this channel for you guys so we can become one of the biggest Atlanta Falcons channel networks it is because we're trying to do something big, man. We're trying to be positive. Like how could this dude literally has like 4 picks in the last 4 games and you come out saying some stupid shit like Desmond Trufant ain't shit. Like corners are doing what corners supposed to do, get interceptions, right? So how can a corner be trash if he's doing what he's supposed to do? How is a corner trash if he's doing what he's supposed to do? Is that something? Like, I don't get that. That's what we do, Falcons fans? We trash players for doing what they're supposed to do? Stop. Like, shut up. Shut up, dog. You sound stupid. Like, like, who the hell complains about players that doing their fucking job? Like, who the hell does that? Julio Jones catch touchdowns. Oh shit, Julio Jones sucks because he's doing what he's supposed to do. You complain when players aren't doing what they're supposed to do, not when they're doing what they're supposed to do. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy as hell, dog. Desmond Trufant is average at best because he's got four picks in the last two games. We didn't have four picks amongst the secondary, amongst the corners, the last couple of years. Desmond Trufant is all he led us back-to-back year corners for the cornerbacks and interceptions for 2 years in a row. Trufant has never been a lockdown corner. News flash! There's no such thing as a lockdown corner anymore. News flash! The rules of the NFL doesn't allow corners to be physical, so there's no such thing as a lockdown corner anymore. There's no such thing as a lockdown corner in the NFL. What are we talking about? Name a lockdown corner. Miss Thing, and who used to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars? He's not a lockdown corner. Patrick Peterson is not a lockdown corner. We saw Patrick Peterson got demolished by Julio Jones. He's not a lockdown corner. Lockdown corners don't exist anymore. There's no such thing as a lockdown corner in this NFL. Newsflash! There's no such thing as a lockdown corner in this NFL. You can't touch a quarterback below the knees. You can't hit him on the head. You can't touch wide receivers. I don't know what the hell I have no idea what a pass interference is. I don't know what a catch is. Like, how are we supposed to have a lockdown corner if we don't we can't, these guys can't press. You can't press. Come on, dog. Let's be honest. No, dog. Trufant is 21. All right? 21. Trufant is that. He does that. The fuck what y'all say about only certain guys, should wear 21. Look, I dare anybody to name corners at least. Give me four corners that's better than Desmond Trufant. And I can break down the film. I can break down the film. I can break down the film and tell you that Desmond Trufant is one of the best technique. Yeah. I don't know many quarterbacks in the league that's technical better than Desmond Trufant. And now he's getting the interceptions. What are we talking about a shutdown corner? Like, shut the bloody fuck up. Shutdown corner? Name a shutdown corner in the NFL right now. I dare you. You saw what Julio did to Miss Thing, Jalen Ramsey. He's too small. Man, be quiet. All right, I'm done with you. Sounds stupid as hell. He's too small. Do you know how big Desmond Trufant is? Gilmore is not a shutdown corner. Gilmore was not a shutdown corner. He's a very good corner, but I've seen Julio Jones. You see what Julio Jones did to Gilmore? Yeah, when the Falcons played the Patriots. Yeah. Julio Jones did him up too. That's not a shutdown corner. Gilmore is a very good corner, but he's not a shutdown corner. Julio Jones has done every corner in this league. Every single one. There's no such thing as a shutdown corner in the NFL. There's no such thing, dog. Next week, Winston will be benched. Look, man, I don't think Tampa has any, like, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. I can tell you this about Jameis Winston. There's no way in the hell I'm getting this dude $20 million a year, $30 million a year, $120 million. I'm not doing it. This dude is throwing 20 interceptions. I'm not doing it. I'm moving on from Jameis Winston. That's just me. He is not it, dog. 20 interceptions. And then you have a guy like Bruce Arians, who is a very good coach, and he can't make Jameis Winston better? No, that dude is just trash, dog. Like, stop trying to compare everybody to Deion Sanders and all these great corners. Like, the rules don't allow corners to be physical. So there's no that you're not going to have physical shutdown corners. There's not going to be a Darrell Reeves. There's not going to be a Deion Sanders. There's not going to be, Anelius Williams. There's not going to be these shutdown corners anymore because the rules don't allow it. So let's stop with this myth that there's shutdown corners. You can't tell me in the league, like, the only one that you can say right now that's playing better than Trufant is Stephon Gilmore. That's pretty much it. Gilmore is playing lights out, but that's it. That's very good corners, but a lot of these corners, like, they're not shut down. There's no such thing as shut down. We will never win a chip with Matt Ryan, period. Like, shut up. You said this, people said the same dumb shit that Matt Ryan would never win an MVP. Matt Ryan would never get to a Super Bowl. Matt Ryan would never get to the play. Like, he would never win. He would never win a playoff game, and he's accomplished every single thing except for winning the championship. And even if, like, let's just go back to 2016, 17, and the Super Bowl. Guess what? He had done enough to win the championship. But guess what? The defense couldn't stop Tom Brady. So all this stupid nonsense about Matt Ryan will never get us a championship. No, this is a team effort, dog. Tom Brady wouldn't have 6 championships if, one, the kickers don't make the kicks. Two, if Butler doesn't pick that ball off on the goal line. Like, we love to praise Tom Brady for championships and having his team help do what they do best and be good teammates. We love to praise Tom Brady for having help, having a great coach, having great players around him. But when we don't have those guys around Matt Ryan he sucks. Like, I don't need, like, you sound like a fucking fool to say that like, Trufant sound like a fucking fool to say that Desmond Trufant is trash. Like, dude, just like, you sound crazy, dog. Matt is surrounded by better players. Bullshit. Matt Ryan is surrounded by better players. Look, better players, that's stupid. That's dumb. Does not matter how many great athletes that you have around you. If you don't have the proper coaching, the proper play calling on both sides of the ball, it does not matter how many skilled players you have. Everything has to work together. Falcons have Julio Jones. Falcons have Calvin Ridley. But guess what? We still got Dirk Cutter. We still have Dirk Cutter, bro. Jay Tuff, what's good, man? Like, that's this is one thing that really frustrates me. Like, we love to praise, you know, the Tom Brady's of the world. We love to praise Joe Montana, but like, we don't use that same narrative for them when it pertains to Matt Ryan. Like, do we belittle Joe Montana for having arguably the greatest wide receiver of all time? Do we belittle him for having Jerry Rice? Do we belittle Tom Brady for having arguably the greatest head coach of all time? Do we belittle him for that? Do we belittle Tom Brady for having without one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game, Rob Gronkowski? No, we do not. But when it comes to Matt Ryan, but when it comes to Matt Ryan, Falcons fans love to say, "Oh my God, oh my God, he has Julio Jones." Like, where did that work, dog? Does the Dallas Cowboys, do the Dallas Cowboys, Emmitt Smith, do we belittle Emmitt Smith for having a great offensive line? Do we belittle them for having one of the greatest receivers of all time and Michael Irvin and having one of the greatest cornerback of all time, in my opinion, and Deion Sanders? Do we belittle them for doing that? No, we always want to belittle Matt Ryan for having talent. Like, where in the bloody hell? Like, this has got to be the dumbest crap I've ever heard. Only Matt Ryan gets trashed for having Julio Jones, having good players. So what? So what? Julio Jones is on the team. So what? He's had Tony Gonzalez and Roddy White. So what? Every great player has had a great player or a legendary coach. Name a player that hasn't had a great coach. Tony Dungy, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Peyton Manning. Yep. No, we want to just bash Matt Ryan for having talent. We want to bash Matt Ryan for not being able to score 40 points a game because the defense can't get off the freaking field or can't get one stop to win a championship. All we needed for the Falcons defense to do one thing at the end of the game, fourth quarter, stop Tom Brady one time. Falcons couldn't do that. But no, we want to blame Matt Ryan for he sucks because he can't overcome the deficiencies of the defense. He can't overcome any of that. Montana, John Taylor, Jerry Rice, like this dude has had he's had so many great running backs. We don't bash him for having legendary. Like, this is the only, like, we're the only fan base that, not just say not the, I take that back. We're not the only fan base because I've heard this before. Like, Matt Ryan is the only guy, when you look at comes quarterback, everybody belittles Matt Ryan for having Julio Jones and Tony Gonzalez. And then we look at Tom Brady and look at all the weapons. This dude had Randy Moss. They had one of the greatest offenses of all time. 16-0, and we're still talking about Matt Ryan sucks. He's only good because he had Julio. Like, what the hell, dog? What elite quarterback throw picks in the red zone 3 times straight? Again, dog, I appreciate the super chat. I'm not ignoring you, but I'm about to bust your ass right here with this. You asked me a what elite quarterback throws picks in the red zone? Well, all of them. Yeah, all of them. All of the elite quarterbacks have thrown interceptions in red zone. And if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, how can you say something like that? Like, if you're a football, the hell with being a Falcons fan. Like, if you're a football fan, why would you say anything like that? Did you not remember number 45 for the Atlanta Falcons? He's the middle linebacker, just got paid $60 million. And this guy that used to play for the San Diego Chargers, you remember him? He plays for the New Orleans Saints. I don't know if you remember this guy, but he threw a pick six to Deion Jones. One time, in New Orleans, and he ran it back in his hometown. And he threw a pick not only to Deion Jones once before that, but he threw another pick in the end zone. The Falcons won the game. Deion Jones. Okay, Deion Jones has thrown. Um, he has had 2 picks off Drew Brees, who is an elite quarterback, and that's just one. I've seen a number of elite quarterbacks. Tom Brady has thrown plenty of, like, you got to go back and watch those games, Tom Brady against the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens had Tom Brady's number. Rex Ryan, this is one of the reasons why I love Rex Ryan so great. That dude has always had Tom Brady's number. Always had Tom Brady's number. Dude is a baller. So absolutely. Elite quarterbacks makes mistakes. But good teams help you overcome those mistakes. So it's not all about, Vic Beasley not getting this sack or Grady Jarrett not getting that sack. You have to have a good team all the way around to get championships. In order to win championships, you got to have players around you on both sides of the ball. Matt Ryan can't score 30 points every game, and the defense gives up 30 points. Like, you're never going to win championships. So it's not so much as one player, man. Like, everyone has to do their job, dog. Everyone has to do their job. Tom Brady would not have 6 championships if it wasn't for guys like Adam Vinatieri, Jimmy Butler, making plays at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, like everyone has to do their job to get championships. Everyone has to do their job for the championship. Everyone. Like we're talking crazy, man. That's not Matt Ryan's fault for not making a tackle at the end of the game and the Super Bowl. That's not Matt Ryan's fault. Matt Ryan can't read defenses and won't audible. Like, I don't know how the hell you score. I don't know how the hell you throw for um what, over 11,000 over no, what is it, like over 50,000 passing yards in your career, and you can't read defenses? We're talking about over 50,000 passing yards, and you're talking about a dude can't read defenses. Like, I don't know how that worked, dog. Like, how can you not read? How can you pass for over 50,000 passing yards in your career and not read a defense? Like, what y'all talking about, dog? Sound crazy. Doesn't make sense. What do you think the Falcons should do with Devontae Freeman? I will have that'll be coming. My off season. I always do an off season a breakdown of what the Falcons should do. But Devontae Freeman is pretty much out. I'm just gonna say that. I just don't see the Falcons, the money that he's garnering, having 5 running backs on the roster. I just don't see a future for Devontae Freeman here anymore. So we probably seen the last of Free. All right, hold on 1 second. Matty Ghost, appreciate it, dog. We got beat in the trenches today. Tampa offensive line, defensive line were better. You absolutely right, dog. Absolutely right. I thought, like I said, I thought Tampa Bay's guard center combination absolutely dominated us. They absolutely dominated. They dominated Grady Jarrett and Tyler Davison. Their guard center combination absolutely dominated. I didn't hear Grady Jarrett names all freaking day. I didn't hear him all freaking day. And that's not Grady Jarrett. So we got to give credit to their offensive line, their defensive line, their front seven. They look, man. They whooped our ass all day today. They physically dominated us. Matt Ryan has a losing playoff record. Oh my God, man, be quiet. Like, I don't know where you guys are getting these quote unquote facts from, but nothing that you're saying is quote unquote facts. I don't know where you're getting it from. But if you believe Matt Ryan sucks, that's all. That's your opinion. But you can't just say a guy sucks and not have facts that back him up. I don't see how quarterbacks that suck win MVPs. Quarterback that sucks don't win MVPs. Hell, Drew Brees don't have a MVP, so Matt Ryan can't be too bad. What elite quarterbacks? Look, bro, Matt Ryan will not be the last quarterback to throw picks in the red zone. You must really Irv, dude. You really have not seen Peyton Manning. You haven't seen Eli Manning. You haven't seen this guy who we just paid today, Jameis Winston. Like, have you been paying attention? He's talking about what elite quarterback. Like, all of them have thrown interceptions, bad interceptions. Don't matter where they are, but interceptions are interceptions, and every quarterback, including Tom Brady, has thrown. This year, he's thrown 3 interceptions in the game, but no one will never know that Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions in a game. Why? Because they're winning. Because they have a great defense. Tom Brady is not really playing great. And right now, I think the game is actually on. I don't know the score, but Tom Brady, um, they've not. Tom Brady is injured. He's been playing pretty bad this year. He's looking old, and he has thrown the ball. He has thrown 3 interceptions in the game. That's elite quarterbacks have done it. Um, Elite quarterbacks has done this before. So I don't know where you getting these narratives or these quote unquote facts, but they're not facts. All right, coaches, players have bad games, man. Oh, shut the hell up. Breeze got a ring though. Shut up. What the hell does a ring have to do with a player? Getting a championship ring is not a player accomplishment. It is a team accomplishment. Shut the hell up. Like just because a guy has a ring, just because a guy has a ring means that he's exempt from all criticism. Like what are we talking about? Trent Dilfer has a damn ring. Like, come on, where do you like? If you don't like Matt Ryan, you don't like him. But stop making up bull crap. You have nothing to stand on. Matt Ryan is a potential Hall of Famer. If his career to stop right now, Matt Ryan may not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer. If his career ended today, he has the credentials for the Hall of Fame. He just passed Warren Moon, who is a Hall of Famer. So all this nonsense you guys are talking, like you have nothing to base your opinion on. It's just your opinion, which you're entitled. But don't like belittle a guy because he's a damn good quarterback and you just don't like him. Like you have nothing to stand on. There's nothing you could say that says that Matt Ryan sucks. Nothing you could say. He's gotten to a Super Bowl. Most elite quarterbacks, a lot of quarterbacks haven't made it to the Super Bowl. A lot of elite quarterbacks. I can name one right off the bat who's won a Super Bowl, but they've never won an MVP. And Matt Ryan has done that. Matt Ryan has done everything. You ask for a quarterback outside of winning a championship. Rookie of the Year, MVP. He's done everything. Like, what else do you want him to do? He's already done everything. He's one of the most clutch quarterbacks in history. He just passed Joe Montana. You know that guy? Yeah, he passed Joe Montana in fourth quarter comebacks. You're not the biggest Matt Ryan fan. Like you may be a fan, but you like dog. You lack facts. You don't have the facts right. Wherever you getting this information, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's just that simple. When it comes to Matt Ryan, you're wrong. Elite quarterbacks makes mistakes. It really does happen. We have serious personnel issues. I don't think we have personnel issues. I think it's more of a Falcons coaching issue. We have the front office. They want a certain style of offense, and then we have the coaches who want a certain style of offense. I think that's the issue with the Falcons. We don't know from game to game, we're going to pass the ball, 40, 50 times, or we're going to run the ball 20, 30, 40 times a game. We don't know. I think that's the most issue. I think the Falcons have talent. Any team can always get better, but at the same time, it's like, I don't think it's a personnel issue. Anytime you beat the a damn good team and the Saints and Buccaneers, you don't allow these guys to score. I don't think it's a personnel issue. I think it's a coaching issue. Oh, that's another one too. Like Philip Rivers is another great uh, quarterback. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame. He's never won a Super Bowl. Like so many great quarterbacks have made mistakes. They've had a number of yards. Like come on, dog. Matt Ryan clutch. I mean, you can laugh all you want to, but the proof is in the pudding. He has more comeback wins than Joe Montana. Like, you don't have to like him, but you are wrong. It's just, you're wrong. Matt Ryan is clutch. You don't have to like it. I'm not forcing you to like it. But like, let's be real. To say a guy isn't clutch because he is clutch because he has the stats to prove it. This is a stats driven league. How can you say a guy's clutch if he doesn't win? Matt Ryan wins. Fourth quarterback wins. That's what it's all about. And I think he's, what, 26, 27 comeback wins? Yeah, Matt Ryan has done that. So, like, you don't have to like it, but facts are facts, dog. Matt Ryan has done everything you want in a quarterback except for not winning a championship. That's it. Like, y'all just hate this guy. And like I said, I'm look, you don't have to like him. That's cool. But say you just don't like him because you just don't like him. Don't make up bullshit. And then when you put his stats against the guys that you compare him, his stats are better than the guys that you comparing him to. His stats are better than Joe Montana, and everybody says Joe Montana is one of the greatest, one of the greatest clutch quarterbacks in history, and his stats are better than Joe Montana's. You don't have to like it, but it's the truth. We need studs on defense, high draft picks instead of these. I don't know. I don't know what studs on defense mean, but I guess you're saying beef, Kenneth. We need studs on defense. I don't. I don't necessarily agree completely with that because when you look at the trend around the NFL, and I actually made a video on this, and I will put that in the community tab so you guys can check it out. But I've stated this before. The current trend of the NFL, as far as defensive linemen is concerned, a lot of these guys are smaller, quicker, athletic. So it's not necessarily, these guys, you need beef. You need bigger guys. You need guys who can hold their own. Aaron Donald is he's 285. That's what people don't realize. Aaron Donald is not a very big defensive tackle. He and Grady Jarrett about the same size. So these guys not necessarily big and physical, but it's guys just play with like a mentality, an aggression. Like that's more important than size to me. I don't look at a guy and say, "Oh, he's 330 pounds, so he's going to be a good player for the Falcons." Like, no, I don't look at size like we see guys at 330 fucking pounds, 340 pounds, and this dude getting pushed back by guys like Aaron Donald. And what guy am I talking about? Yeah, yeah, Jamon Brown getting abused by a 285-pound guy. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but I agree what you're saying. We need studs on defense, but not necessarily size. It's more mentality. So yeah, I don't like I made like I said before, I came up with this I made this video and it was pretty much stating exactly that it's not necessarily the size. Like we're talking about, like I want guys with that dog. Like I want like Keanu Neal isn't a very big guy. Like Keanu Neal was like 225, 230. But this dude hits like a fucking Mack truck. Like Keanu Neal hits like a damn Mack truck. So it's not necessarily a guy with his size. Like we gotta get these guys are fucking beasts. Like these guys are big. They have to have that mentality like they never quit. like beast mode. You know what I'm saying? Beast mode was a great running back. They call him beast mode. This dude was he was what? He was 6 feet 225. This dude wasn't that big. He wasn't that big, but his determination, he did not. Absolutely refused to get tackled. He refused to get tackled. You know what I'm saying? That dude refused to get tackled. So it's not necessarily. I want the guys with a mental toughness, man. I want guys with mental toughness. I don't necessarily look at the. Some guys play a lot bigger than what they actually are. Like Shaquille Barrett, he plays faster and bigger than what he is. The dude has like 12 and a half sacks this year, man. But he's not a very big guy, but he plays like he's fucking insane. It's about what he did today. Like, I mean, and like players have bad games. Sometimes players have bad games, Jimmy. I feel you, dog, but like players have bad games. Like we hold these players to a standard like they can't have bad days. Like he can't have a bad day. like LeBron can't have a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry can't have a bad game. You know what I'm saying? Trae Young can't have a bad game. Like so, Julio Jones can't have a bad game. Aaron Donald can't have a bad game. Like Aaron Donald didn't do much of anything in the Super Bowl. The Patriots held him in check. Like players have bad games, so it is that doesn't mean he sucked. Anthony Wright and the great Joe Montana won two Super Bowl MVPs before Jerry Rice was ever in the NFL. Yeah, he's a great, but he still had great players around him. That's the point. Not discrediting Joe Montana. I'm saying that Joe Montana still had great players around him. Every player has great players around them. Every great player has great players around him, especially a quarterback. No quarterback has been elite with trash receivers around him. Like you can look at every trash receivers. They either had great receivers, good receivers, or great head coaches. Like we gotta stop, bro. Like every time we don't get what we want, we try to shit on Matt Ryan and try to pretend like he's trash. Like get out of here, man. And like I said before, nobody says a damn thing when Tom Brady, throws a pick in the Super Bowl, pick six in the Super Bowl. Why? Because he has a championship. You don't say anything about him having Gronkowski, Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? We don't say anything about that. We don't say him. We don't say anything. Him having arguably the greatest coach of all time and Bill Belichick. Every player has a great player and a great staff around him. So I don't understand why players just have to shit on Matt Ryan for having good players around him. I would never understand that. That's crazy as hell. True front ain't what you're trying to make him out. Like, shut up. Like, just shut up. I mean, they're like, just shut up. Just shut up. All right, just shut up. Don't talk anymore. Shut up. Guy has 4 picks. Still one of the best corners in the league. Make plays. Like, like who the fuck says a guy isn't who we think he is when he making plays? Like he's making plays. Like, shut up. Shut up. You go try to bash for actually making plays. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dog? Trufant is not who you want. Oh, he got another pick. Oh, Trufant sucks. Oh, Trufant just got another pick. Oh, Trufant sucks. Oh, Trufant, what a great play. Like, who the hell does that? Man, Trufant, you sorry, dog. Oh, he just got another pick. Oh, man, did you see Trufant with another pick? Oh, but he's sorry. Like, come on, man. You sound stupid as hell. Like, you sound stupid as hell, dog. Yeah, and let me tell you something. Contrary to popular belief, Deion Sanders actually got burnt too. Oh my God! Shocking! Deion Sanders got burnt by Jerry Rice. Oh my God! Deion Sanders got beat by Michael Irvin. Oh my God! Deion Sanders suck. Come on, dog. Like, come on. We're talking about guys getting burnt one time. Like it's stupid. Like you crazy. Anybody that try to compare Trufant with Alford can't be trusted. Your opinion cannot be trusted. You're comparing Desmond Trufant to Robert Alford. Like, stop. Like, I'm done. Stop, bro. Oh man, this dude trying to compare Trufant. Like, you reaching. This man compared Desmond Trufant and and Robert Alford. Oh man. Oh my God. This dude said the only reason why Trufant didn't do worse because we had like, man, you whatever. All right, man. This man said, oh man, this man cuss said, oh my gosh, y'all dudes tripping, man. Matt, this man said, oh, I'm done with y'all today. First, Matt Ryan is overrated. Now Desmond Trufant, when he plays well, he sucks. Like, who the hell you? Stop, bro. Who cares about the contract? He get a contract because he's that damn good. Nobody gives a contract to trash cornerbacks. You got to be a damn idiot if you think he got a contract by quote unquote happenstance. Ain't nobody giving nobody no contract because they just want to give it. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Sounds stupid as hell. I'm gonna give Desmond Trufant $60 million because I like him. Like, get out of here with this mess. This man said he got a contract just by happenstance. Like, we're just going to give Desmond Trufant $60 million because he's like he doesn't. Oh man, no corners. There's no such thing as a shutdown corner in the league. There's no such thing as a shutdown corner. Like, you still, we need like what football fans have to understand and realize is that there'll never be another Deion Sanders. There will never be another Darrelle Revis. Get over it. Those players are generational type players. And to try to compare a Desmond Trufant to Deion Sanders, Darrelle Revis, these guys are legends. These guys are one of these players you will never see again. You will never see another Deion Sanders. You will never see another Darrelle Revis. You will never see another, you know, Aeneas Williams, Rod Woodson. You will never see these types of players ever again. And to try to bash True Front because he's not those guys, like that's crazy. Those guys played in a time where they were allowed to do certain things. You can't bump coverage. You can't bump these guys anymore. You can't do that anymore, dog. There's things in the NFL you can't do. DQ take over defense again? No, man. This defense just technique don't make you a winner. All corners have technique. Man, shut the bloody fuck up. Like this dude said all corners have technique. I don't think you remember this guy named Chris Owens. Played for the Atlanta Falcons, 21. Real fast. I don't think he had very good technique. No, I don't think. Robert Alford, yeah, the guy that you panics every time you just mentioned him. Yeah, he panicked all the time. His technique was pretty bad. So, come on, dog. Like a lot of corners would be much better if they were actually allowed to be physical, and that's just the nature of the game right now. Cornerbacks aren't allowed to be physical, so the idea of the Falcons or any corner having a shutdown corner in the league is pretty much dead. There will never be another shutdown corners when these rules still apply. Never, ever, ever will we ever see a shutdown corner under these rules. Like we're talking, like you sound crazy. Like this dude is getting interceptions, he's making plays, and then you still want to say that this guy is not a good corner. Like he's doing what you want him to do. Like you want him to do what you do this. You want him to get interceptions. And then when he's making plays, you say he sucks. He still sucks. Like that has more to do with your ego than true fun because he's doing his job. And Tish, like that's a good like we're talking about the most sacked quarterback in the league and absolutely getting no sacks in the game. None whatsoever. Inconsistencies, man. Inconsistencies. That's Falcons fans for that's Falcons for you. That's been the issue for the last 3 years. The Falcons just have not been consistent, and until they get that done, to get that rectified, and I don't think Dan Quinn is the guy. I mean, I like Quinn as a person. I like him as a guy, but yeah, man, Quinn is just not that guy. But let's just be real, man. And I appreciate everybody for joining me. I actually went way over what I expect. I went way over than what I expected. I gave you guys 2 freaking hours, and I'm tired as freaking hell. Go to try to watch the rest of some games tonight, bro. Um, man, this is it's all in fun. It's all in fun, Falcons fans. I talk shit, you guys talk shit. That's what we supposed to do, man. But this is still a positive place for Atlanta Falcons fans. So, you can call me whatever you want. I can call you whatever you want, but don't take it personally, dog. Like it's just, it's football. That's what we're supposed to do. We fans. I'm a fan. You're a fan. We're passionate about everything that we do, dog. Don't take it personal. So everybody, man, CJ Hill, Young Watts, Terrence, legit, legit. I want to say too legit to quit. That's what I want to say. Legit to Atlanta. That's what I want to say. But man, look, man, it's all good, dog. It's all good. It's still a positive place for Atlanta Falcons football. All right, it's all love. No, don't take anything personal that I said, man. I'm just a shit talker. You a shit talker. Everybody's a shit talker. All right. I appreciate everybody for joining. The live, like I said, I given you guys 2 hours, and I love every freaking moment of this. Every freaking moment of this. You guys make this channel go. We are the voice of the Atlanta Falcons, and we're going to continue this. Myself, Lieutenant Dan, all right, at Unintentional Ground. Logan, Rise Up Rundown. The Don and Mario at the Feli Sports Podcast. All right, all you guys, CC Ryder, all you guys who are make Falcons content. A lot of other guys that are coming up, and like I said, I try to give everybody a piece, where they can shine. If I could be a place where you guys can help get eyes on your content, that's what I'm going to do, man. It's all about the Falcons and Falcons fans. Period. The hell with the Saints. The hell with the Bucks. The hell with the Carolina Panthers. If you're an Atlanta Falcons content creator, look, it's all about the Falcons. Even the Falconholic, okay? Even the Falconholic, Aaron Freeman, all you guys, like all the guys at the Falconholic, Dave Schultz, all those guys, like Rise Up Reader. I listen to all you guys stuff. I listen to all you guys stuff. It's all about the Falcons, bro. This is a brotherhood, all right? This is real. But again, I appreciate everybody for joining. But your boy, man, Mike is about to go check out a couple of games. But again, man, continue, guys. Continue AJC. Yes, AJC also. But continue to support your boy, man. If you're new to the channel, all right. Thank you for uh, tuning in. Give you guys 2 hours. I love every bit of it. All right, every freaking bit of it. But I appreciate it. But y'all, pound for pound, yeah, pound for pound, Jr. All those guys, Chris Crash Bass. I appreciate that, dog. But your boy, man, Mac is out. Peace.